Oh, it's a mild afternoon before a very exciting evening, television's biggest night. Welcome to our Live from the Emmys. Sam Rubin along with Jessica Holmes. So happy that you're with us on this mild Sunday, and this is a change for us from the many years we've enjoyed doing the show and bringing it to you. We're here right outside the Microsoft Theater, but what's different?
What is different is we've had many years, this time in September in Los Angeles, it can be really hot. I think there were a couple of red carpets where they clocked it at 120 degrees on the red carpet. So they said, you know what we're going to do this year? We're going to tent it. We're going to pump in some air conditioning. Meanwhile, it is 75 degrees, today, which wouldn't be bad. But it is very temperate, and it's a little different to be inside the tent.
We think that might be the kind of thing that facilitates a variety of unusual fashion choices, because you don't have to worry about being too sweaty.
This is true.
Or being blinded by the sun.
Your hair.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
So in the sort of terrarium of which we stand, we're not by ourselves. Jessica and I lucky right at the top of the carpet. Down towards the other end, our friends Megan Henderson and Doug Kolk. Good afternoon to the two of you.
Good afternoon,
you
guys.
Look gorgeous.
Thank you. Back at you. And how excited are we to be here this year?
Well, and I was just noticing, we have our own little Beyonce fan as well.
We do. A little bit. I like this. We're so excited because we actually have two spots. That means we are not going to miss any of your favorite celebrities.
Yeah, Sam and Jess at the beginning of the carpet, we're at the end, so if any of the big stars happen to skip on by Sam and Jess, we got them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we will look forward to that, and we look forward to this. Several of the stars from Saturday Night Live, an Emmy-setting, they've received over the course of the show.
Yeah.
An extraordinary, hundreds of nominations, 22 for today. Melissa McCarthy won the Creative Arts Emmys, and this gentleman here, Alec Baldwin, we expect to have a conversation with. And Melissa, already an Emmy winner. She'll be a presenter tonight.
And you would imagine when it is a political year, an election year, that SNL would do really well. By the way, learn something about Lorne Michaels, executive producer of SNL. He has the most Emmy noms of any person ever, 78 for Lorne, and I think that added to his tally this year.
HBO, of course, usually leading the pack in terms of various media entities, and their Westworld, which we've described as an extraordinarily dense show.
Yeah. 22
nominations, and this drama category, very, very difficult to call. So many great dramas. I do think there's an awful lot of audience affection for This Is Us. The NBC, last time there was a broadcast drama, I think was way back with Fox and 24. This Is Us has got the heart.
So
Don't you
true,
think people
Sam.
are going to cheer for all these stars?
Yeah, and we're showing Chrissy Metz right there. I read such a great story about her, and I hope we get to talk to her, that she was down and out in Hollywood, 84 cents in her bank account, and she had this audition. She didn't think she was going to get it, and she did, and it literally changed her life overnight. So we look forward to talking to the cast of This Is Us.
And we want to tell you this, if you want to participate in kind of guessing who's going to actually win all these Emmys, throughout the course of the afternoon, ktla.com/vote. ktla.com/vote, your opportunity to participate in a variety of polls, try to pick the winners as the potential winners actually walk here on our red carpet.
Yeah.
Now, we didn't wake up this morning looking quite like this.
You woke up like this,
That's right.
as they say.
Yes.
No, it took a little time, and to make these choices. You look very handsome, by the way, but here's a little look at how we got ready this afternoon. We're high above the City of Angels, as KTLA's red carpet couture team is putting on the glitz at the Ritz-Carlton, LA.
Are you sure you trust me to wear those? You know me and jewelry. I trust you to wear these.
Wardrobe Wonder Woman Anya Sar, armed with every diva detail.
I love the color. The color's beautiful.
So this dress, what I would do, this is all about your accessories. And thank God we have Twyla True jewelry. So if you take a look behind you, this is just a sample of the amazingness.
And this year, our gents also getting glam.
Okay, so first I like to set the mood. This is the L'Argonique Beauté Room Spray.
Feel ready to get into a tux.
We have none of this bow tie, okay? You're gonna wear a straight tie on the red carpet because it's 2017, and we're gonna call it Modern and Chic Doug. You already look happier.
Okay.
And now we have to address that situation. So I know it's your thing, however, we're really, really trying to make you fancy, okay? So we're not gonna do this anymore.
No Converse.
This is really coming together, okay? Close, button. You feel good. I
do.
I can tell.
I do.
I have something special for these.
Sam getting suited in style at JB Clothiers,
I want you to meet someone very special. This is Jerry Bakhtian.
where the exclusive custom tuck service is touted as the winner of a one-of-a-kind wardrobe's fit for a king. As for the ladies, our Cinderella dress card is checked at the Albright Fashion Library. The countdown is over. Now, It's glam and go time.
Okay, you guys are all set. Now, you guys know this. No one ever leaves a fitting of mine empty-handed. Oh. So, I have the L'Argonique Beauté getting ready gift bags for you.
Smooch.
What would we do without Anya?
No, I know, we'd be absolutely lost, but this is really amazing.
Thank you, Sam. This is an Alberta Ferretti gown from the Albright Fashion Library, LA, and then the Twyla True Fine Jewelry. Twyla True Fine Jewelry. How about you?
I got Bejeweled as well, so here, pull that out.
Oh, look at these cufflinks.
And,
very nice.
It is a Petite Philippe watch that, again, I'm not wearing, but rather caring for the next generation.
Now that baby's going back tonight.
And then thanks so much to Jerry at JB Clothiers. Love this tuxedo. Never going to take it off. When we come back here, we're going to take off for a minute now. But the biggest stars in television and streaming, they're on the way.
Oh, we are so looking forward to it. We are live from the Emmys.
Live from the Emmys, and there's one of the Stranger Things stars. Purple is the color.
Oh, I like that. You know, every once in a while, you will see the gents, you know, take a step away from the traditional black tux.
The first lady of all television, Nancy O'Dell there, who we love. And I tell you what, Nancy will be among those after. Here's the red carpet. Then there's the ceremony. Then there's the governor's ball.
It's what, you know what, we have a great time here, but once this is over, they shut the door, and we are not invited to the governor's ball. But it is a good time.
Watch this.
Welcome to the Governor's Ball. This is the first stop. This is where all the actors go right after the Emmy Awards. That's where they get their statues engraved. They get a glass of wine over there. And because this is the golden age of television, the entire room is dripping in gold. Are these what I think they are?
That's what they are.
Are these real?
These are real. This is the real Emmy. This is where all the winners will be standing. The recipients will come here with their Emmy, and we will personalize their name, and their title will be attached to this Emmy, and they will be able to walk around for the rest of the evening with their actual winning award.
How many flowers are you going to be using?
100,000 stems. You cannot believe it, right?
100,000 stems are going to be all over this place.
Absolutely. It's a Hollywood event. It has to be over the top.
And this being the golden age of television, was there really any other color scheme you could have gone with other than gold?
For this year, no. It was honorees, obvious the Gold Emmy. And, you know, it just felt right this year that everything was in gold. Who doesn't feel special about the color gold?
Cheryl, good luck with everything. I'm sure everything's all done. It looks beautiful.
Thank you, a pleasure.
Thank you.
I love this dress.
All right, now you've seen what this place looks like. Pretty snazzy, right? Well, now you're about to see what it tastes like. Coming up, I'll show you the food and drink that are on the menu for this year's winners and attendees of the Emmy Awards.
Our beautiful Simone Boyce there.
That was fun, Simone. You know, I always love the photos from the Governor's Ball because that's when everybody, either you won or lost.
And you're relaxed.
And you're relaxed and you're having a good time with your friends.
Our good time with our friends continues here. We are live from the Emmys. Some of your favorite stars are on the way. Welcome back. We're live from the Emmys. Sam Rubin and Jessica Holmes, and people
Look at
are
that dress.
the beautiful dress. Lawrence Zarian, one of our fashion commentators, suggested jewel tones will be in. We'll see a lot of solid colors tonight. One other thing that we're going to see And the envelope, please. Hoping to
Under
avoid
lock and key.
Under lock and key.
Yeah.
I tell you what, a big race that I think is very, very difficult to predict. The drama actor nominees.
What a
So
good
many strong
category.
performances here.
Oh my goodness, where do we begin? Let's go ahead and show you the fellas who are nominated this evening. Sterling K. Brown for This Is Us, Anthony Hopkins for Westworld, Bob Odenkirk, Better Call Saul, Matthew Rhys, The Americans.
Liev Schreiber for Ray Donovan, Kevin Spacey, a veteran, back once again for House of Cards, and because every woman could say his last name and no man can.
Milo Ventimiglia. That just rolls off the tongue, Sam.
It's very easy.
But what a great category.
Hop on to ktla.com/vote. You see it right on the screen, your real-time tabulation as to who you wish walks away with an Emmy. Now, our friends Megan Henderson and Doug Kolk down the rest of the way. Who do you think is going to triumph there?
Oh, I actually think Sterling K. Brown is going to take it this
But
year.
it's going to be interesting because he's in the same category with his buddy Milo.
Right.
Everybody loves Milo.
Ventimiglia. I can say it too. Milo Ventimiglia.
But everybody loves Milo because everybody loves his character Jack in This Is Us, and you talk to the people in Hollywood, and the characters are pretty similar.
You know, can't you just see it?
Milo is kind of the patriarch of this cast.
He loves to take care of people, and he looks out for people, and he's a very compassionate man.
He's that, resilient, strong. We'll go to bat for you. We'll be the captain of the ship.
Milo's not a dad, but when I see him, playing a father, he's a lot like that. Even though he doesn't have kids, I can see him fathering children like that.
Yeah, I think so. They're my kids. I feel like these are my kids, and TV wife, and there are hints and notes of all of us and all of our characters. I mean, the reception of the show and the fans and everybody really embraced it, and they talked about it, and I feel like it's the best job I've had in 21 years.
All right, I might change my vote after
Megan,
watching that.
he makes us all look bad.
He does. Sam and Jess will send it back to you.
And there was a great story about how Milo tried to vote for Sterling in that category, and they wouldn't let him. I guess they don't let you vote for your own category.
I suppose not. You know what? One of the co-stars, Gerald McRaney, is on the red carpet. He will join us in minutes. We're live from the Emmys. could be the man of the hour. Sterling K. Brown from This Is Us. Oh, and the Mrs. looks great.
Beautiful.
So too, no schlub he. Billy Eicher, Billy on the
Hi,
so
Billy.
you were doing Billy on the Streets besides the 4 other shows that he does. Your Emmy-nominated Billy on the Streets. How would you? I'll give you the mic.
Oh God, what do you want me to do?
Your show, would you?
Oh, I can. I have to get into character. I'm a very serious actor. It doesn't just work like that.
Okay, fair enough. Speaking of serious actor, how many American Horror Story?
Yeah, which just
Difficult
started.
People.
Difficult People's on Hulu. American Horror Story Tuesdays on FX. Friends from College on Netflix. Billy on the Streets on True TV and Hulu.
When it rains, it pours for Billy.
Yes.
So how do you keep track of all your shoot days and?
It's not easy.
Yeah.
I'm working a lot, but I'm very happy to be working a lot after many years of not working a lot. That's how it goes.
When it rains, it pours. Do you have like that Ryan Seacrest team where people make sure not a minute is wasted?
They let me do what I want to do, and I just like working a lot, and everyone's very cooperative and helps me figure it all out.
But is there one thing now that you're famous and so busy that you just don't have time to do anymore, like the laundry or grocery shopping?
Oh, I hated doing laundry. I always hated it. Even when I was poor, I sent it out.
Okay.
Put it on a credit card.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, enjoy tonight. Thanks so much. What a pleasure. Good luck to you.
Congratulations on everything, Billy.
People love that show, and people love this show. He comes in happy as an Emmy winner already. Gerald McRaney.
Congratulations,
Very good.
Thank you very much. Pleasure.
Your speech last weekend had people in tears. It had your wife in
Yes.
tears. That was a very emotional moment. Had you thought about it before you went up to the podium?
In general terms, but no, not really. But she means the world to me.
Talking, of course, about Delta Burke. This show, This Is Us, means the world to people. You've had so many fantastic TV opportunities. What's distinct and special about this show?
This one, I think people identify with because it's about them. It's about ordinary people in sometimes extraordinary situations doing the best they can with the cards they were dealt. And it's a show that people can easily identify with because there are very few superheroes, there are very few supervillains. There are a lot of good people who are trying to get by.
Yep.
And that's what this show is about. And they do a masterful job of telling their story.
And Gerald, you hear about how they are as a group, as a unit together,
Yeah.
the cast. So when you joined that unit, is it what you
I was
thought?
in there on the pilot.
Yeah.
And after I did my first scene with Mandy and Milo, I told them, this feels like we're back from hiatus.
Like
It
you've
feels
already
like we've been doing this for a season or two, like we've, and the timing, everything just worked from the get-go.
You've also had a marvelous run on House of Cards, an entirely different character.
Slightly.
But that must be a fantastic feeling, and I think we talk about this with so many people. There's more work than there has ever been, and more varied work than there's ever been.
And because there is more work than there's ever been, because of the distribution methods now, cable, streaming, you name it, they'll get it to you somehow. It has elevated the whole industry. The quality has to be better. There used to be this notion in television that the people out there in the middle part of the country wouldn't get it if you got too smart. Well, they got a wake-up call. They are that smart, and they want good material. They want fine writing. They want good acting. They want good directing. They're not going to be satisfied anymore with just ordinary crap. They want everything. You better bring your A game these days.
I think the idea used to be if you put, and we'll just pull a name out of thin air, well, put Tom Selleck in it, it'll be fine. Just put a star in it.
Yeah, it'll work. No, it won't. It has to be good material.
Yeah.
Having Selleck in it ain't gonna hurt, but it's got to be good material on top of that. And Tom will be the first one to tell you that. That without the writers, we're nothing.
Did you bring your lovely wife this evening?
No, Delta took a fall the other night. She's fine. She didn't break anything, but she's really banged up and she's really sprained an ankle. So walking this red carpet would have been impossible for her. But God bless her.
We all love
She's
her
at
too.
home. I love you, sweetheart. Where's the camera?
That camera right there.
There's the red light. I love you, dear.
All right.
Please take care.
You got the Emmy in hand. Where it's like picking amongst one's children. Several of your cast members nominated tonight. The show nominated
ain't gonna go
as well.
there, Hoss.
All right. Well, let's talk about the show. How will you feel?
I will feel like there's less justice than I thought if it doesn't win. I think it's the finest show there is. And The writing, I know I go on and on about it, but it's such fine writing. And as an actor, those words are delicious in your mouth.
Well, you deliver them so well, Gerald. Enjoy
Gerald,
tonight.
such a pleasure.
To see you. Thank you.
Really great to see you, too. Thank you.
I'm so pleased he said Hoss, which hasn't happened to me in a long time.
You know what? That's an honor.
Yeah, I really like
from
that.
Gerald.
Let's take you back to Simone Boyce and this Governor's Ball, where folks like Gerald McRaney are going to enjoy a really good meal.
Yeah.
Nothing makes me hungry like a 3-hour-long award show, but luckily for this year's Emmy nominees, they won't be hungry or thirsty inside this year's Governor's Ball. Well, thank you very much. This is the main course.
This is the main course. So we're doing a pan-roasted filet mignon, and we're serving that on top of a spicy horseradish puree.
It looks so pretty. I don't want to eat it.
So those are purple Weiser Farm potatoes, which are fantastic.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
Thank you. What do you got here?
Yeah, so we created the signature cocktails for the evening. Pretty awesome honor to do. Already prepared here, we have the signature cocktail for the event, which is the Hillhaven Lodge Fireside Cocktail.
How many plates are you serving?
So we'll be serving over 4,300 people for the Governor's Ball. It's going to take about 40 executive chefs in the kitchen, 250 cooks, and we'll be prepping for several days beforehand.
Sam, this is for you. Wish you were here.
You try this margarita one here. It's this lovely champagne chocolate with the statuette on there. Sweet and savory.
We're gonna be here for a little while.
Yeah, orange blossom honey.
Okay, now I'm getting like chocolate high. Well, Philip, I think that about does it for me.
Okay.
I'm gonna tap out. Well, this is the last time I'll be inside the Governor's Ball. Just taking it in, just give me a minute. All right, that's enough. Well, this was fun, guys. Hope you had fun too. I'm Simone Boyce. I'll see you soon.
Simone.
I think that smile could walk her in. Come on.
You know, I think she could pull it off. But you know what? We feel like her. It would be nice to get in, but at least we got to see what it looks like for this evening.
Carrie Coon is on the way, and several more of your favorite stars. I love that conversation with Gerald McRaney. He has good feelings about the show, and a lot more.
We're live from the Emmys.
Here come the stars into the Microsoft Theater. Emmy Awards are still several hours away.
That's the back of, well, RuPaul's Drag Race is nominated this evening. And there he stands in that very colorful jacket, which I like.
Very proud father-daughter combo. Ron Cephas Jones, a nomination and a nomination for your show. And more people cried of your sequence on This Is Us than anything I can think of. Before we get to Dad, daughter, how's he doing?
He's doing fantastic, and I'm so proud of him right now. This is such a outer body experience right now.
Did you cry when you watched those sequences on the show?
Well, it's really hard. I haven't finished because it's so hard for me to watch. I had to stop for a second.
Dad.
Yeah, so it was so hard to watch that I just had to stop because it's such a intense, emotional show. So, but he carries it beautifully, and
you do, Ron.
So
and you were saying this is your first time at the Emmy red carpet, at the Emmys, being nominated.
That's right.
What's it feeling like for you tonight?
I'm just so excited and thrilled and blessed, so I'm taking it all in, step at a time, keep breathing through it, and just trying to enjoy it. It makes it very, very special to have this young lady here with me.
Oh.
She's been on this journey for me ever since day one, and my main inspiration, and I couldn't imagine share with anybody else. That's what the most important thing right now for me is. I'm so proud that she's here with me.
Oh, Ron, we're all goosebumpy.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, and I'll make the equation to a great meal. When you saw the words, these scripts, and you knew, oh my gosh, is that like a chef presenting the most remarkable thing to you?
Absolutely. I got to tell you the story. When Sterling and Susan and I first came out of the first script reading, we looked at each other as we were going back to the van, and we all had the same look. We knew something was special going on. We didn't want to say too much about it, but we just felt it, and you could feel it in the writing. Especially actors, when you've been around a little while and been in the theater as long as I have, you learn how to, when you have a good script. And so we knew right from the beginning that we had something special. All we had to do is get out of its way.
Both of you enjoy tonight. Good luck to you
Ron.
tonight. We'll
Such
see you
a pleasure.
backstage. Congratulations. Thanks so much. Thank you.
Thank
you.
you.
There goes Ron.
Carrie Coon.
Here comes Carrie Coon.
Fargo.
Talk about the belle of the ball. Here you are.
Oh my goodness.
So nice to see you. You were on with us in our studio, and now here you are. So we'll take half of the credit. But I tell you what, these remarkable performances, and a lot of people say if there's any justice in the world, Fargo gets its due tonight.
Yes, I hope so. I'm really proud of the show. It's so smart, and I love my cast so much.
Yeah.
And I just think the work that Noah is doing is really exquisite in the world. He has so many projects. This is only one of many things he has going on, and I'm so grateful I was a part of it.
And I know another thing I love that you said about Fargo and the character you play, you being a girl that grew up in Ohio, you have a sensibility for the folks of the Midwest, and you kind of understand them and get it maybe more than a New Yorker would, or somebody on the West Coast.
Yeah, I'd like to think so. I'd like to think of it as sort of a tribute to where I'm from. I went to school in Wisconsin, and my family's all in Ohio. They're watching tonight. And yeah, I'm proud to be from the Midwest. It's part of my work ethic and how I got here.
Gerald McRaney just said something to us that really, really struck me. He said there was always this thought in Hollywood or New York that if the material is too sophisticated, the people in the middle won't get it.
Oh, interesting.
But he feels that's changed.
Oh, well, I don't know that it's changed. It's just that we've realized it's not true. Because I know, speaking for my family, that I have some incredibly smart and sophisticated people. That's where I come from, readers and people who went to college. And it's not above
that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, Middle America is a very rich place for culture and, even the way I grew up outside. And I just find it to be a really fertile ground for storytelling. And I love seeing more of these projects that are not afraid to embrace that.
And all this glam stuff, this to me is all icing on the cake. You laugh, but did you get a kick? Did you get started 7 this morning? Or
No,
the results are fantastic, by the way.
Thank you so much. It takes a village. But I actually flew in this morning from New York because I'm doing a play. So I performed last night. So I got in at 10:30, and then we started at 11.
You're kidding.
No.
You know something else I read about you, and people that work with you say this, that you are a very, very good crier. What is it? Is it learned skill? Is that something you are naturally good at?
I suppose for me it has to do with the circumstances of the story. So if you're imaginatively engaged in circumstances and they feel real, and the stuff I work on is very well written, so it does, then I find that if you use your imagination, it's just like being a little kid. Right. If you believe the thing that you're experiencing in the story, then you can cry, I guess. It's a little bit of mystery. It's a little bit ephemeral to me,
And you're also really good, I think is what it is.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
All right, Carrie, congratulations.
Thank you, Carrie.
Enjoy tonight. Thanks so much. Thank you. Really good to see you.
You too.
Thank you.
So pretty.
No, really beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, so there's one of your your nominated actresses. Are we going to talk actresses, Grace, or actors right now? We're going to go and our actresses. So let's put it up for you.
Okay.
Here we go. For the lead actress, Viola Davis, How to Get Away with Murder. Claire Foy from The Crown. Elizabeth Moss, arguably the front runner for Handmaid's Tale. Carrie Russell, again, always great in The Americans. Evan Rachel Wood from Westworld. And she's as mean as he is. Robin Wright.
You know what I think of whenever I see her on that show is steely.
Yes.
There is such a steely quality to her character in House of Cards.
iPower, KTLA.com/vote. KTLA.com/vote. Who is going to walk away at the moment? We're looking at Viola Davis.
Yeah.
Or, well, Elizabeth Moss. It's sort of back and forth. Again, we encourage you throughout the course of the afternoon to go to KTLA.com/vote. Megan and Doug, who are you voting for so far in terms of the conversations we've had?
Gosh, I love Viola Davis for that category, but of course you mentioned it, Sam. Elizabeth Moss, Handmaid's Tale. She is such a favorite right now.
I think hands down, it's Elizabeth Moss.
Yes, and of course, speaking of Handmaid's Tale in general, you know, one of the stars of Handmaid's Tale are the costumes.
And did you know that there's a place you could actually go to downtown to check out these Emmy-nominated costumes in person? It's at the FIDM Museum.
Let her rip. This year, for costuming, we're taking TV another level.
My name is Alfred. I had another name, but it's forbidden now.
The costume designer, Anne Crabtree, two things were very important to her in particular. One was color, and the other was what she called fluidity. She wanted a color that would look like lifeblood. And then she was influenced by a priest in the Duomo in Milan and how he walked. And so when you watch, you see all those handmaids walking. It's very impacting. For The Crown, it's rumored to be the most expensive series on TV, and you see the quality in the costumes.
Never let them see that carrying the crown is often a burden.
First of all, the wedding gown. Now, this was Princess Elizabeth before she became Queen Elizabeth, and at the time, it was right after World War II, and people couldn't be extravagant. So supposedly, she paid for her wedding gown using clothing coupons. Now, that train of that dress, of the costume, took 6 to 7 weeks to make. 6 people hand embroidering that train. And the bodice, it takes 3 weeks to get all the pearls, all that applique and embroidery done. Michelle Clapton, the costume designer, she also designs for Game of Thrones. So enough, that's enough. It's like, okay, drop the costume mic.
I don't like you, you don't like me.
Costume feuding? No, I'll give you a little bit of costume dish. Lou Eyrick, the costume designer, and she's Emmy Award winning, and she's nominated for Feud, which is Bette Davis and Joan Crawford. For the Oscar scene, they had to create this beaded gown that Joan Crawford wore. Now, originally, it was an Edith head gown, but it was silver. They couldn't find silver fabric, so they bought white beaded fabric, and they dyed it silver. And by the way, a lot of people ask this, are these the real costumes? Yes. So the costume for Nicole Kidman, yes, that is for Nicole Kidman. The shirt for Reese Witherspoon, that is for her. So you come here and you get to see the actual garments that these actors wear. And then you also get to see how tall they are, or how short they are, or what size they are.
To us.
Oh, Sam and Jess, these costumes are so exquisite once you see them up close. Do check out the FIDM Museum if you get a chance.
All right, kids, thanks for that. You know what? The costumes in Handmaid's Tale were eerie. Madeline Brewer knows of what we speak.
Hi.
Janine from the show, a ton of nominations tonight, and you're excited you go back to work on Friday.
I go back to work on Friday. I cannot wait.
Season 2.
Dive back in season 2. We're so happy to have a season 2. I'm so happy to be back. I wasn't sure if I would be, kind of at the end of season 1 there. It's a little up in the air, but I'm thrilled to be back and explore Janine again.
You must be thrilled to be here.
I am. Oh my gosh. I've hardly made it very far down the carpet. But I'm thrilled to be here. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of the show and of my co-stars and of everybody. It's just it's a dream. I'm on top of the world.
Oh, congratulations.
Enjoy tonight.
Maddie, so nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you.
Enjoy tonight.
Quick break and we jump back. We are live from the Emmys. These stars are really coming.
We'll be right back.
God bless. I think no, I'd record it.
Yeah.
You're like. Here we go.
Okay.
In 5, 4, 3.
Okay, you guys are Emmy regulars
You do?
at this point.
I don't know about that.
Pretty much.
Emmy royalty, really.
Emmy royalty and regular. This character is as nutty as humanly possible.
She's kind of normal to me. Are you talking about her? Oh, yeah. I play a nutty character. It makes getting dressed easy because nobody's expecting anything.
But you've said to us on this carpet before that, some people are like, oh, the story will be told within X number of seasons. That you would have it go on essentially indefinitely.
Indefinitely. That's a scary phrase, but there's a bunch of stories left in Shameless. I think we'll do another year or 2 or 3
Why not?
or 4.
Keep it rolling.
Why not? The writers are great. They keep coming up with the stories. I'm game.
All right, they were yelling something at us, but now.
I think this year is one of your strongest. It's year 8. He's finishing up. I think you have 2 more episodes. And
2 more.
When
It's
we
good.
run lines, it's some of the best scenes I've ever heard. So you guys are getting better.
Yeah. And American Crime.
American Crime, it went 3 seasons, which is very impressive. I think it could change the face of network TV. Yeah. Maybe.
I think my favorite thing about it is that she got to play the 3 different characters. I love getting to see actors do that.
Yeah. And we're seeing more and more shows kind of take that same kind of thing where they.
Yeah. Yeah, it's wonderful.
Our conversation here with Felicity Huffman, and oh my gosh, how many nominations is this for you, sir?
A bunch. I don't know. It's not the number, it's the weight.
Okay.
Precisely.
How can the bookshelf handle it, really?
At least he doesn't know.
I
But
don't know.
you were just saying, and if you could share that with us again, this idea that TV now has never been at, or some people say peak TV, the golden age of TV.
Yeah.
You two are living it in front of the camera.
Yeah, there's so many, venues to watch, and I think those 2 words, binge watching, changed everything, and there's so many platforms, so a lot of stories can get told.
Binge watching, to me, it's almost a better way to consume it, isn't it?
Totally.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so waiting for Game of Thrones to be coming on so I can watch it all at once. Sorry.
Well, it's like going to a 12-hour film.
Yeah.
You get so invested in these characters, and you lose all sense of anything other than that world.
Yeah.
People have been invested in Frank for a long time.
8 seasons, is it?
8, yeah. It's a great character. He's nuts. I love him. I'm his best friend,
There you go. Well, it's good that we talk. We make a distinction between the 2 of you.
Thank
Enjoy
you
tonight, both
Have
of you.
fun
Thanks
tonight.
so much. Thank
Pleasure.
you.
As always.
As they take their leave, it's RuPaul is right behind you.
You are? Do.
See, everybody's
Felicity
friends.
just chatting with the crew.
Yeah, Ross and Felicity.
Here we go, and then here comes RuPaul and
Carson
Ru.
Kressley.
Hang on 1 second. Hi, Ru. There he is. Hi, Ross. How are you?
Oh my goodness. Everybody, come on.
Come
the
on
whole
in.
cast.
The whole team.
cast. RuPaul's Drag Race.
Hello.
Yes.
How are you? Terrific.
How are you? Come on up. We've got
Okay.
Hi.
All right. We're surrounded by veteran TV personalities. Ross and Carson, explain to us why RuPaul works so well and why this has been the best season yet and is garnering this Emmy attention.
Well, listen, it is the biggest season yet of RuPaul's Drag Race. We had Lady Gaga on the first episode. We moved to VH1, and the message resonated more than ever because we need it now more than ever. If you can't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love anybody?
Okay, let's talk about catchphrases because everybody has one that we can say on TV. Okay, who has a good one that?
Right now, mine is just.
You love the Minge, don't you?
I love Ginger Minge. She was the contestant, and that sounds naughty in England, but here people just don't know what it means.
Does she have a catchphrase? What's her catchphrase?
Oh,
What's catchphrase?
Her catchphrase.
Annie, what's your favorite catchphrase right now?
My favorite catchphrase is
I stumped him.
We'll try to steer out of trouble. When you made this switch from Logo to VH1, VH1 arguably a more widely seen network, I don't know, did it help the show? It certainly got even more attention.
Oh, absolutely. And the VH1 is in 93 million homes. And, you know, I started out, Michelle and I were on a talk show at VH1 20 years ago, probably to the day. Yeah. And I believe this is their first Emmy Award, is VH1's first Emmy Award.
And so what is everybody saying why they love RuPaul's Drag Race so much? What are you hearing from the audience?
The show really at its core is about the tenacity of the...
Yes, I'm in here blackish in these streets. Goodbye.
Oh my goodness.
All right. You know what?
She's the reason they love our show.
I am going to be a judge on the RuPaul show.
We ask for every year.
I'm so busy. I can't help it. I'm so talented.
We love Jennifer Lewis.
Oh, wow. All right, kids, we're going to let you guys go because everyone else is trying
By
to
the way, this
enjoy
seems
tonight.
like the most fun on TV you could possibly have.
Thank you. We're kind of a fun bunch. And we have a great time doing the show. So
Love you guys. Have fun tonight,
Thank you guys very much.
Yeah.
I tell you, it is just crazy. Rico Rodriguez from Modern Family he's going to hug Ross and then make his way up here. Here we go. There he is. All right, it's Emmy veteran. We were just talking to Felicity Huffman and her husband, and they've been here 1,000 times.
Yeah.
You've been here 1,000 times.
8 times, but you know, 1,000
8 times. 8 times when who's counting?
It's like almost half your life.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that works too.
Yeah. So how we feel? I like the suit. You went no tie tonight.
Yeah. I just thought switch it up for a little bit. You know what I mean?
How's your Modern Family doing?
Oh, they're doing great. We were filming last week and we filmed tomorrow, so we've been seeing each other all week.
And then here's the thing. My understanding is everybody's agreed to 2 more years, and so maybe there's a thought that after the 2 more years that might be the conclusion.
You know, I mean, if that is it after 2 more years, which will total to 10 seasons, I mean, I think we have a great run and we want to make it the best 2 seasons we can. But I am so open, and I'm pretty sure the rest of the cast are too, to coming back and doing more seasons if asked.
Oh my goodness. And we were actually talking about this, the fact that Julie Bowen and Sofia Vergara, you were a little guy when you started the show. Are they really like moms on set to you with advice and dating stuff and all that?
Yeah, I mean, having Sofia as my TV mom is so great. Yeah. She's so wonderful, so nice every day, and I couldn't have asked for a better TV mom.
Yeah.
Well, we'll let you reunite with your TV family.
Yes.
Good luck tonight. Enjoy tonight. Good to see you. Do you remember when they were this big?
They were this big.
They're not to begin more.
I don't think they like to be reminded of it, but we can.
Handmaid's Tale star Otifak Bentley is here.
Goodness.
But
Hi.
you joined us in our studio, Midnight Blue. But here's the thing, you're in this dramatic show, but you're really this funny and lively guy.
Well, thanks for saying so. Yeah, you've got to balance it out, a little bit of yin and yang in your life,
Yeah. So we saw a few of your castmates.
Right.
But working on this show, Handmaid's Tale, it is a phenomenon. I mean, you really could say it's a phenomenon. So many people are just in love with the show.
Right, yeah. I mean, it's really kind of taken off in such a big way. I think people have really responded to that mix of an exciting thriller and something which has a bit of political overtones.
And the fact that, again, you've had this very successful background in lighter fare.
Right.
Did you think, wait a minute, what are they doing?
Well, you know what? I've managed throughout my career to have a little bit of a balance, a bit of the dark, a bit of the light, a bit of the funny. I've done a musical once, historical drama, anything really, anything to keep me off the streets.
What about this street? I don't believe you've ever walked the Emmy red carpet before.
This is my premiere at Emmy.
And what are we thinking so far?
It's very busy. There are lots of people. It's like a street market, really. People selling their wares. But I'm excited.
Selling their wares is a very good way to be.
You can get some roasted pecans lower that way.
Are they really? Because I'm starving. Have you guys got anything to
Jim, I've got M&M's plain peanut. I've got snacks of all sorts. What would you like?
This is how you guys keep yourself nourished while you're here.
It's a way to lure people in. If people seem like they want to walk past us, we get them with the M&M's.
Get them with the chocolate. It's been my life. Oh, look at this.
We're not kidding around. Here you are.
Oh, thank you. I'm so. This is the best award.
Is this arguably better than the Emmy the show may receive tonight?
I'd like to thank my mother, my agent.
Oh, I have a question. I have a question about that. When a show wins, do you decide beforehand who's going to talk?
Listen, they don't want me talking. That would be a mess. Like, whoever's going to talk, it's not even part of the discussion. It's like someone more eloquent than me is going to... Someone who won't be eating M&Ms while they're doing it.
OT, we're going to send you on away with a water, too.
Yep. You guys are the best. Can I say that?
You can.
Very good. Enjoy tonight. Thanks so much.
Take care.
Oh, that is fun. Boy, it heated up all of a sudden. Jessica and I were talking just before. It's now every single star you can imagine. And we're going to talk to all of them.
We are looking forward to it. We are live from the Emmys. We'll be right back. The cute cast of Stranger
Anna,
Things.
You were this old when you started working in showbiz.
Yeah, well,
sort of.
I mean, I started when I got a mint.
We'll let you chomp on the mint.
We just had one too.
We offered to supply to her, but that idea of starting very young and your career has certainly continued. I mean, is that a great way to start, or is it?
Oh God, I mean I'm very, very judicious when I recommend it for any child. I really, if parents ever ask me about it, I really get in the nitty gritty and talk about it with them first. So yeah, it's not an easy question to answer. It's not just a plain old yes or no. It's you understand that sometimes it's right. My life shook out the way it did so far, and I'm a happy person. But it doesn't come without its trappings.
I see.
Yeah.
Also a trapping of a different sort, but I think kind of a velvet trap. Your show walks in as the favorite show tonight to win Best Comedy.
Beep.
Julia set to set all these kinds of records.
Yeah. I mean, how about it?
Huge. How about it?
She's a record breaker.
Yeah. You too nominated this evening.
Yeah. I don't know.
Because it's the best show ever.
That's what we think. Yeah.
And this big transition, not only the transition politically, but the transition from filming in Baltimore to filming in LA.
Yeah, that was, so we did the first 4 seasons in Baltimore, and then season 5 up till now has been filmed here in Los Angeles when we changed the whole
showrunners and everything.
The showrunners, the writers.
But you really haven't missed a step.
I mean, isn't that a testament to Dave Mandel and his staff? I mean, it's they preserve the tone so well, and then they still kind of make it their own. So it's a nice series. Series are amazing because they just keep going. and you're like,
And that's,
Enjoy tonight. Have a good time tonight.
Thank you for making us laugh out loud.
Thank you.
Really,
Thanks
we
a lot.
appreciate it.
There we go.
Thanks, Anna. Great to see you.
All right, as one Emmy nominee leaves, another Emmy nominee joins us. Hi, how are you?
How you doing?
Show is so good, and you're so good in it. And is it more of a challenge than other things you've done?
I mean, yeah, sure, it's a challenge, but it was such a welcome challenge. You know, it's what actors dream of, to be able to be a part of a series, but you can change it up.
Isn't that so? An anthology, right?
Series,
Is what it's known as.
You have to, anthology series.
Right, because we were talking to Felicity, who was talking about how great it is because you can play these different characters within the same show.
Yeah, it's like a repertory group. I mean, you get the chance to come back the next season and like, okay, so what are we doing? What's going to be the show this year? Yeah.
A dream for an actor.
It really is. It really is.
And Flicka said to us, and I'll ask you, I love that nickname. It's so great. This phrase, peak TV, the golden age of television. She feels they're living it. Are you living it?
I feel like it. I mean, like I think cable and streaming, Netflix has opened things up where there's so much content and so, wow, her dress is amazing. Oh, I wish you guys could turn the camera and see what I'm seeing.
I saw like,
did you see what I saw?
Shoulder pad situation.
There's a there's a window here, and I don't know if it was a famous person, but it was a pretty crazy dress.
The dress was famous.
Yes.
It'll make her famous if nothing else.
It will.
I think we're at a time where there's so much content and so many wonderful stories being told and stories that make you feel a certain way inside. We're living it right now.
Enjoy tonight. We'll see you up
Thanks,
there.
Regina. Always good to see you. Have fun tonight.
Oh, I tell you, I love it.
Her eyes were dreamy.
All right, there. Look at this. The Regina Matt Walsh, the mutual bow.
There's a.
All right.
Yes, likewise.
All right.
And then Edie Falco's there too. Hi, Edie. There.
Matt, should we curtsy?
Was she bowing to you because of your great work in Veep? You've got a book out, don't you?
I don't have a book.
Okay, why did I think that you did?
Mike McClintock or Matt Walsh? No.
Either way.
Mike McClintock might have a book someday, but not Matt Walsh.
Congratulations on your nomination.
Thank you very much. You were the first one of you two to congratulate me.
Well,
a little late.
Late.
I was just working around other things. I knew, but I wasn't saying.
Veep is his favorite show too.
Thank you very much.
And you walk in here tonight with the expectation Julia breaks records.
I hope so.
The show possibly gets another win.
So. Yeah, I hope so. And I hope I win a trophy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why not?
It's okay
Did you have a speech prepared?
I did. I wrote my speech this morning.
Okay, is it in one of these pockets?
It better be.
Uh-oh. There we go.
Oh, my gosh. And it's handwritten.
It's handwritten.
It's kind of scribbly. Will you be able?
Are you afraid you might make a mistake?
My glasses.
Could there be a mistake or two?
Oh, like the Oscars? Or my mistake? Or where they say the wrong person and then they bring me back?
You're reading your own scribbly writing.
Oh,
Could
no.
you possibly?
I'm going to improvise it.
Okay.
I have the bullet points.
Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, do you guys do a bit of improv on the set of Veep? Because you guys are all.
But we use improv mostly in the rehearsal room, and the writers are in there taking notes. So.
Do they usually go with your improv?
They do. It's very collaborative. It's one of those rare shows where we have a lot of input. But the scripts are completely written by the time we film them.
Yeah.
Film them.
Matt, enjoy tonight. We'll see you backstage, I hope, with holding that Emmy.
Remember, it's a marathon, guys. Take it slow.
You got
Take it slow. We got a lot of
Just the beginning.
Here comes Edie Falco. Well, there you got to greet Matt Walsh there. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
How you doing?
I'm all right, thank you.
So less pressure because a presenter here tonight,
yes.
And I'm sure a TV fan. You're probably rooting for several of your colleagues tonight.
I'm probably doing what?
Rooting for several of your colleagues tonight.
I am rooting for them because they're friends of mine, but the truth is it's almost impossible to stay on top of everything that's going on right now.
Yeah.
There's almost too much to see.
There's almost too much to see.
Including your new miniseries about the Menez brothers.
Well, there's time to see some things.
And when is that?
They'd be so happy if I said that. What's that?
When is it airing? Because I've seen the billboards all over town.
It starts on September 26th.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an 8-part thing.
We revere The Sopranos. We revere Nurse Jackie. What about? But to have all these great roles, that must speak about what's happening in television right now.
I think so. I mean, I know it was like a battle cry for a long time about women's roles and stuff, but I don't know. I've been very happy with the stuff that's come along in the last bunch of years.
Yeah. Edie, such a pleasure. Congratulations on everything.
Thank you.
Looking forward to seeing you on stage this evening.
Thank you.
All right.
There we go.
Have fun.
Nice to see Edie.
Bye.
A relaxed Edie Falco there.
Very.
And nervous nominees on the way.
Oh,
we
my goodness.
continue. We're live from the Emmys. We're back here in just a minute. Samber and Jessica Holmes. We are live from the Emmys. The red carpet got busy real fast.
Sure did.
And an Emmy virgin. Joseph Fiennes has been in many fine films, and this Handmaid's Tale.
Surprised by. We thought for sure you had been here before.
No, this is a first, and it's glorious, air-conditioned. It's beautiful. I love it.
And is this the type of thing, are you a fan? It's like, oh my gosh, there's Mandy Patinkin. Are you excited about them?
Big fan, hugely excited, and this year has got such a host of incredible talents and amazing shows that I love. And I'm hugely privileged to be a part of a show that's involved in the Emmys.
And a show, A Handmaid's Tale, that people do love. I don't know if evil or sinister, I'm not sure what the quiet word is, but a character that certainly evokes a lot of emotion. Was it difficult to play? Fun to play?
Not fun, creepy, abhorrent.
Yeah.
I can't bear him, but at the same time, he's a human, and I think it's a brilliant opportunity to portray the kind of the corrosive effects of power that we see through the character.
I'm glad you say that, because in real life you are the nicest guy, and you're right, that character just makes my skin crawl.
Hideous, hideous. I couldn't wait to get out of the costume and go shower and change and run away and get into my other clothes and just get as away from it as possible.
Yeah.
Can we bring up your beautiful wife, because this might be best dressed. Don't be shy for a second.
How long have you two been married?
Hello, nice to see you. Did he select your outfit, or did you?
Years.
Sorry?
Who selected the outfit? Because you win.
I think both of us, but yeah, I think the children actually did.
The children selected it.
Yeah.
How many kids? 2.
And we'll allow you to speak for him. Will he be excited, nervous if they say best drama is The Handmaid's Tale?
Of course, yes.
You'll hear me
Yes,
jumping up and down,
absolutely.
whooping, with a chorus of my clansmen.
All right, you guys,
So nice
enjoy
to
tonight.
talk
Nice
to you
see you both.
guys.
Thanks so much. Thank
Congratulations,
you. Thank
you
you.
too.
Thank you. I like this dress as much. She's
the
it.
most stunning
All right,
woman I've ever
Titus,
seen.
would you
Titus!
not say that's your favorite dress so far? That one. Beautiful.
Unbreakable, Kimmy Schmidt.
That's beautiful.
Isn't she a gorgeous
And
woman?
you
Come
are the
on
belle
up.
of the ball. Look at this.
Is this lemonade yellow?
This is lemonade. This is a custom J Muser.
Is that I wondered if that was the episode that you submitted for your Emmy.
That was the episode. Yeah. Absolutely.
And was that so much fun to kind of channel Beyonce?
It was a great script. Tina Fey did a beautiful job writing it. And my main focus was to make sure that we didn't just, sing and be silly, but that the overarching storyline was met. And so, yes, it was fun to do and fun to sing all those songs. It was great.
You do such a wonderful job. People have such great affection for the show. And I think people were familiar with you and your work, but now they are way more familiar with you and your work because of this. What's that like as a launching pad for other things?
I've always had a desire to create content, I have so many wonderfully talented friends who, for whatever reason, have not yet had the opportunity that I have had, and I'm making it my business to assist them in any way I can. So I'm grateful for Unbreakable as a launching pad, so that I have a larger platform to assist those people.
That's amazing. And one day, I'm sure you would love to, like a Tina Fey, you can create your own material, your own shows. And like she does, they bring their friends in. That has to be the best.
Well, I think that's the secret to her success. That's the recipe.
Yeah.
You build an empire, a community of people that you love working with, who you know will get the job done, who you know are talented, who you don't mind hanging out with for 14-hour days, and you have a hit show like Unbreakable.
Nice to see you, Titus. Enjoy
Thank you,
tonight.
Titus. Congratulations.
Mandy Patinkin is on the way. So,
Mr. Patinkin.
Mr. Patinkin.
Look at him, Matt Iceman.
Mandy, we're going to chat with Mandy. Because Mandy, come on up.
His name is Mandy Patinkin. Say hello.
You congratulated Mandy on his fine body work. Mandy, to get congratulated from the host of American Ninja Warriors, is that almost as big a deal as being
I can't ask for any more.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Good. Enjoying the evening so far.
Absolutely. My wife, Catherine.
Hi, Catherine. Nice to see you. A veteran does he get excited or nervous walking down this Emmy red carpet?
How do I answer that? Life is a nervous thing, Living is nervous, but it's also exciting.
I think nerves are a great thing. I think it's good to be nervous. I worry if I'm not.
I tell you what, fans are very passionate about Homeland and the twists and turns that it takes.
Yeah.
Do you get nervous when you read those scripts? They're having us do what?
No, I don't get nervous at all. I'm in such admiration of our writers. I sit calmly, I digest what they've written, then I look at Saul's lines, I print them out, and then I start walking around for hundreds of hours, saying them over and over again, thinking what they mean to me. And
your wife is shaking her head.
And waiting for my moment to have the camera roll and lock it in.
When he's doing that walk, do you best get out of his way?
Out of the way.
I get out of the way or put on my earphones so we can be together. And he does. I didn't wear them today, honey. I'm trying to be actually here.
Oh, yeah.
I don't hear.
We got her a set of, it's like earphones you wear around your neck. That both saves our marriage and keeps her not listening to me because I get self-conscious if anyone can hear me.
But we can be together that way. I can listen to a podcast and he can do his own.
I think my wife is going to take you up on this. Right. That's a really good idea.
Are you the kind of actor, Mandy, where it takes you a long time to nail your lines? Because really,
I like about 5 to 7 days, and then I do them out loud over and over again. And as I do them, after a while, once I start to learn them, then different ideas start to come to me, and they have different possibilities, and that's how I rehearse.
Yeah. You sit with it for a little bit.
Yeah, as long as I can. I beg the writers to give me as much time as possible.
All right, you guys enjoy tonight.
Congratulations,
nice to see you both.
Mandy.
Thanks so much. Thank you.
Pleasure to meet you.
Very good. Thank you. Likewise. Sterling K. Brown on the way, and so too the stars. Are they saying, come on up?
I can't believe the mistake I did. You don't step in front of a man like Mandy Patinkin and expect to get interviewed at him.
But he was cool. He was totally
great.
cool
He's
about
amazing.
it. Hello. Oh,
I mean, I'm quoting Princess Bride to him. I think he was like, pump the brakes.
American Ninja Warrior, how are we doing? Nominated.
Jessica's not feeling tiny at all. As you hang...
Very, very tall, the three of us.
As you hang with these studs and the show, which is so popular, how will they react if Emmy goes your way tonight?
Oh gosh. Well, first of all, I need to plug my ears because the two of them speak very, very loud. Have you ever heard him say American Ninja Warrior?
No, but we'd like to.
No, you do pump it up into the break.
If we
go ahead, just do regular and then do that.
Well, we would be thrilled if they said, and now winning the Emmy, American Ninja Warrior.
That's not how it would be.
That's halfway.
So they would both be very loud. Akbar might do a cartwheel or something, and we'll be very excited.
Akbar, you know what? We were so surprised to learn about Matt the last time we saw him, that he's a doctor.
Yeah, you know
a
what?
real MD.
Yeah, he is. You know, that was actually my dream job, was to be a doctor. And because I didn't get past physiology, I thought about, majoring in kinesiology. Every now and again, I'll throw out some terms out there, and Matt will bump me out there and says, actually, Akbar, that's his cerebral cortex. And I'm like,
Matt,
my bad.
Matt, we need you to do us a favor.
Yeah.
Say, good luck to you guys. Enjoy tonight.
Thank you.
Sam, coming up to the podium, Sterling K. Brown.
Sam, coming up to the podium right now from This Is Us, the great Sterling K. Brown!
Also, wait, future Ninja Warrior, right?
Do you want to be a Ninja Warrior? Thank you, guys.
I would love to. No, I'm security.
You're not losing him.
Congrats. Good luck.
See you later, man. Thank you, fellas.
Here's the thing that I cannot forget.
Yes,
when
sir.
The People vs. OJ came out, you came on our show, we talked about it, and with this sort of smile and glint in your eye, you said, I'm doing something else.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
It's
This
good.
Is us, man. Thank you so much. From the moment that I read that pilot, I knew that we had something special on our hands. Now, whether or not everybody else recognizes that it's special is a whole nother thing. So the fact that the public took notice, and the fact that we get a chance to be here tonight, and that the critics have taken notice as well, it's a dream beyond dreams. Like, we're really happy, and we get a chance to be here together. It's awesome.
And Ron Cephas Jones is here with his daughter.
Yes.
And you can tell, and I feel this is really true, the nomination is the win.
The nomination is incredible. Listen, nobody is anticipating anything from network television these days in these categories.
Yeah.
So the fact that this father-son journey enabled the both of us to be here talking to you this evening, that's the dream, baby. That's the dream.
And the fact that you and Milo are in the same category, and the way that you two love each other, which all of us at home love, is that tough? Is that exciting, weird? What is it
It's
for
all
you tonight?
love. We know at the end of the day, the real treat, the real gift is the show.
Yeah.
The real gift is that we get a chance to show up day in and day out and tell the story of this Pearson family, and that anything else that happens is just the cherry on top. This cast loves each other in a sickening kind of way.
Well, but Gerald McRaney said something, too. He talked not only about the performers. He said after doing the first scene, he turned to Milo and Mandy, and he's like, this is a show that's been on the air for years, that he felt like it was a return from a hiatus, not like it was brand new.
Yeah, I mean, the vibe that we were able to establish from the beginning, the producers got us together for an initial dinner, We all, you know, drank and ate and for like 3 or 4 hours, and by the time it was over, it was like, this is right. Like, this fits, this feels right. You know.
And that's what we can tell at home, you know, when we watch.
Thank you so much. Appreciate
Congratulations.
It. Thank you so
Enjoy
much.
tonight. We're going to have a good luck tonight.
Yeah.
Thanks so much. Thank you so much. Quick break here, and we're back. Oh, boy, that was
the best.
And Jeffrey Tambor
Jeffrey
on the way.
Tambor.
Judith Light is right here.
Yeah.
The stars are pouring in. We're live from the Emmys. Stick with us. We're back here with more in just a minute. Look at that carpet filled up.
Are you just giving out all kinds of great stuff tonight?
We have a whole thing of
goodie bag.
Mostly
And can we just talk about how happy we are that this is in? Oh my God, this is like fantastic.
Yeah, we got whatever you need.
Clearly.
So we're in a break right now. They're just going to press a button in a minute or two, and we'll be good.
Am I supposed to hold this?
You don't have to. Okay, we're good.
Okay. Put it in my brassiere.
You want me to? We can put it over here. Yeah.
5, 4, 3.
Judith Light, no stranger to the Emmy red carpet. People love your show, and the Emmys love your show.
Yes, I know. I'm very proud of it. I'm very proud to be a part of it, I have to say.
And I tell you what, unbelievably great from the get-go, and the quality is kept up. How hard is that to do?
It's really difficult to do, and we have such an amazing team of people. I mean, you know, Jill Soloway is our visionary, our creator. And she's the one that really sets forth where we're going to go. And she puts together a writing team that makes all that possible. And then she gives us the room to move and grow. And it's just so incredibly exciting. It's probably the most exciting television that I've gotten to do in recent years.
And your episode on the cruise ship broke my heart. You know, you're the mom and you want to hang out with your kids, and then the Alanis Morissette moment. Is that the moment that you submitted for your Emmy nomination?
Yeah, I did. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That was Jill's sister, Faith Soloway.
Really?
She worked with me on that. She's an incredible musician, and so we worked together on that. And I said to them, why hand in my pocket from Alanis Morissette? And they said, just trust us. We're not going to do it like she did it. And Alanis is a fan of the show, and she's an extraordinary person. And she said, yes, do this song. And so we did it a whole different way.
It is so great. Judith, enjoy tonight. Congratulations.
Judith, we love you. And every child of the 80s loves you for Who's the Boss and always will.
That's just because I'm old.
No! Love you, Judith Light. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Oh, we're back live from the Emmys there. And there, Judith is taking her mints and her M&Ms.
Yep.
We say goodbye to Judith. Here comes Tony Hale.
Judith Light.
That was so fun to talk to her. We're going to ideally show you that a little later. We
go after Judith Light.
You can't go after Judith Light?
She's like amazing. What's up, Jessica? What's up, Sam?
Okay, here's the thing.
I'm so happy to see you. It's like a joy bump. When I see you guys, where I'm like, happy, no normal faces I recognize, all that stuff.
That's how we feel when we see you. Same way.
Thank you.
Okay.
So everybody, all these statistician types, if Julia wins, this record is set. When the show wins, this record is set. If Tony wins, Matt will be sad, but this record is set. Matt came here, and he's like, I want it. My turn.
Did he say that?
Yeah, basically.
All right, well, you know what, Matt? I want it. No, we just got announced that our show is it's going to be its final season this next season. So we haven't really seen each other since the news. So we're going to do a lot of hugging tonight. We're going to have a blast shooting this season, but we're going to do a lot of hugging.
How do you guys get through these scenes, especially your character and the way? Oh, thank you, Tony.
Those are cool.
Thank you. Is it just a laugh riot and you have to like pull it together,
well,
cut?
I'm the guy that breaks the most, and to the point where Julia said to me once, "You know you're not. What was it? You know you're not watching the show. You're in the show." And I was like, "All right, but it's a funny show." But we don't. Like, I'm the closest to her, so I hear all the funny stuff. And it's really hard to keep a straight face. It's really hard.
Are you a fan of Stranger Things?
Yes. Are the kids behind me?
No, Barb is across the way.
No way.
Say Megan and Doug, we want to hear from you and Barb.
Hey, guys, I want to hear from you and Barb.
Oh, I'm so
Glenn, did you see getting a little shout out from Tony Hale?
He's adorable, and I love him.
Yes.
So that's incredible.
Congratulations, first of all, on your Emmy nomination. We were just talking about how surreal this is for you. You were living in Atlanta when the job for Stranger Things came up,
Yeah,
right?
I was in my senior year of high school, and I was working at a movie theater, and my life has like done a complete 180, and it's amazing.
Working at a movie theater.
Yeah.
What the heck? How does this happen? This is where dreams happen. You're living in New York now.
Yeah.
So, Barb, what is it? Why are people so obsessed with Barb?
I don't know, really. I mean, I like to think that I put my heart and soul into her, and you know, I think everybody has kind of been a Barb at some point or other. We've all felt a little awkward or left out. So I like to think Barb is kind of like the patron saint for all the losers. It's great.
So Tony Hale brought it to you. Why don't you send it back to Jeffrey Tambor?
Yeah, Jeffrey Tambor, I love you. I hope you have a great night.
Oh, well, you know what? Barb from Stranger Things wishing you love.
Oh, thank you. Well, I love you. Gosh, have a good time.
Jeffrey Tambor, I have to ask you, because your acclaimed book, if I recall correctly, in it you say, and you cite Helen Mirren and Portia de Rossi as two examples, that the women are into you, to the point where you think, so you smooch with Helen Mirren, I believe, on the set of The Twilight Zone.
Twilight Zone, and I thought that she was in love with me. You see, men are idiots, and they are of a lower order. What a silly ass to do. And I thought, oh well.
So you're doing
Helen.
You're doing Arrested Development, and here comes beautiful Portia de Rossi, and you think she too is in love with you.
She was flirting with me. I actually think she's coming on to me right now, and that's
I thought I was being subtle, Jeffrey, but I guess.
How are you? I've not met you
I'm
before.
good. Jessica, such a pleasure. Big fan of yours.
How's Sam treating you?
Sam, again, he thinks I'm hitting on him as well, and I'm like, Sam, we've known each other for decades.
100 years.
Yeah.
I love Sam Rubin.
Yes.
I've been going to that studio forever. He's the real deal. And you know what's interesting, Sam, and this is interesting, is that you guys don't go ho-hum. I couldn't do what you do. I would just go, oh, and you do it, and that's great.
Well, that's nice of you to say. I want to get back to this idea that every actress is in love with you. This is why. No, this is why. This is.
Anyway.
No, but this is why I would want to become an actor too, to have all these actresses falling in love with me.
See, the truth is revealed here, Jeffrey. That's why he asked you that.
This is what my son said. I said, I don't think I'm going to win tonight. He just said, oh, you have to. They're so cavalier. I went, oh, okay, well, great. I don't think I'm going to win tonight, but we're all winners.
Absolutely.
That's right, Jeffrey.
And you know what? I couldn't think of a more important time to be here. And these great entertainers in the room, and
the notion of a quote-unquote political evening, is that appealing?
Can't wait to see. Do you think Colbert will, what do you think? He'll go soft or hard?
No, I think he'll go really hard.
I hope he goes hard.
I hear there's a musical number as well.
Oh, great. It's time. It's time. Yeah.
Enjoy tonight.
I love you.
Thank you.
Jessica, what a pleasure
Jeffrey,
meeting you.
Pleasure.
I think she's coming on to me. I just feel something.
No, it's true.
I'm uncomfortable.
She does it to everybody.
I'm uncomfortable.
See if she's going to come on to Michael Kelly. Let's see what happens.
Bye, Jeffrey.
Here comes the House of Cards star. How are you? Here we go. Here we go again. Is it old hat at this point?
No, Mike. I don't think this could ever be old hat. You know, it's incredible. It's such a great feeling, and come and see all your friends that you see once a year. It's just it's a treat. It's a treat.
We had Gerald McRaney, who, of course, was featured on your show, also featured on This Is Us.
And every other show in the world.
But this discussion that there's so much good work out there.
Yeah, it's incredible. I mean, you know, this is, I guess, the second golden age of television, whatever you want to call it. I'm very proud to be a part of it, you know. It's a treat.
Michael, who walks out of here with an Emmy tonight? Be a prognosticator for us.
Oh, I never, ever, I've learned. You never even guess, because you never know, you know. I mean, I'm pretty sure Jonathan Lithgow is going to walk out with one.
Okay, because we put big money on it. We got it.
Okay.
We're going to do some bets now. Enjoy tonight.
Always
Good
great
to see you, Michael.
see
Thanks
you.
so much.
Thank you.
Quick break, and we're back.
Look
We're
handsome.
live at the Emmy Awards. More in just a minute.